out of her element. Now driving against Amaya Lee. A miss, but an offensive board and a putback. Good. That was Kesley Hilton with the offensive putback, and it ties it back up at 8 apiece. Jada Campbell had it for a second. Now back around the key. The Cats go.
This is a fast ball game, Dylan. We're playing fast, and that's what we need.
Maya Lee with the ball over her head, trying to get it inside. Go back outside. A three-pointer up by Taylor
Bang!
Owens. Got it. 6 points from Taylor Owens. 11-8. Cats lead it. 3 3-pointers in 3 trips.
And the Cats are dogs right now on the defensive side, forcing them to get to go where they don't want to.
Destiny Wilson trying to drive against Lee, but nothing. They go inside with an easy lay-in, and they got it. A little too much emphasis on the perimeter, and Talara Stone takes it up from the baseline for 2. Maya Lee drives in, back out Sidnor. Across the court, three-pointer up by Jada.
Bang!
Wow, Jada Campbell from 3 got it. 4 straight trips and a timeout called by the Cavaliers, and boy, Coach Timmons fired up.
You want to talk about sucking the energy out of the gym. That's how you do it there, Dylan. 4 trips, 4 threes, and now you're up 14-10. It's a quiet side on the Chatham bench.
14-10 as Chatham calls the timeout. Again, brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Again, we thank you for tuning in, and what a quick start we've had, and especially from the perimeter. 4 3-pointers in a row for the Lady Cats, and what a start for them here in this state quarterfinal. What do you think about it?
I told you, Dylan, if we come out and play fast, we're going to wind up ahead at some point. And right now, it's exactly where we're at. We started out early playing their ball game, and it put us in a bad situation. We were down early, letting Bree Price get all the points. She had the 6 first points there for Chatham. And then once we started slowing them down, taking the ball out of her hands, it's turned into more of our game. We're at 14-10 right now with 3:11 to go. I think right now you can punch them in the mouth right when they don't want to be punched.
Cats back out on the floor. No changes for them at this point. And no changes for the Cavaliers either, as they'll come back out on the floor. It'll be Cavalier ball as we reset. 14-10 Cats with the lead here in the first period. 3:11 to go until the end of the first. Cats are going to put on the pressure here coming out of the timeout and press as they try to get it down the court.
It's a travel.
Nearly a travel, but no call.
There you
now
go.
They get it on Bree Price. Turnover. Will shoot it back to the Cats.
Yeah, and both of them took about 3 or 4 steps there.
Yeah, they missed the first one. Usually they'll catch that second one. 3 minutes show on the clock here in the first period.
It's easier to see it when you have 200 people yelling at you about it, though.
That's true. Taylor Owens gives it up to Jada, looking to drive, gets it in the paint, back out. Sidnor driving paint, pass out, got tipped, and a turnover on the Cats, and a tie-up will send it back to the Cavaliers. Coach Timmons telling Addie to lay it up there. She did have the lane to take it, but passed it out to
I'll tell you what, I probably wouldn't have pulled up either with Bree Price standing in my way.
It'll be Cavalier ball as they look to push down the court against this, and a charge
going the other way.
Price. Price was going up, and Kerrigan Bailey, the lone senior for the Cats, takes the charge. And Coach Timmons talked about it. You didn't get to hear the pregame interview, but he talked about take a couple of charges. They're super aggressive.
I think right now, and Bree Price is going to be the one to do it. And if you get a couple on her early, it's going to change the dynamic of this whole ball game.
Cats lead by 4, 2.5 minutes to go here in the first period from Averett University. Jada Campbell had it, gave it back up. Allie Sidnor driving from the top. Good pass underneath.
Good dish.
Kerrigan gets 2, and the Cats lead 16-10 as they're in sync early with this press, really confusing the Cavaliers. A tip ball as they cross half court. That's Tamari Lee trying to drive inside. A rush shot, miss, and the board comes down to Lee, and a foul on Kerrigan Bailey, but she tried to bat it loose. That's Bailey's first foul, team foul number 3.
Kerrigan Bailey, her first.
Really confused them with the pressure, though, Mark.
Yeah, I think really what's going to change this ball game is when we get that first turnover off this pressure. I think it's going to open it up and make them play a lot more scared than what they are. They broke it right now and found the deep pass, and that's really what's working for them. But the minute that we get a turnover, I think we're going to wind up opening up this ball game.
First free throw missed off to the left. Didn't even catch the rim there from Tamari Lee, the senior, who has 1,000 points. She misses. It's still 16-10 as she lines up for her second free throw. Kesley Hilton is checked out of the ballgame, and they check in Charity Wilson, a freshman, for the Cavaliers. Second free throw up and good. 2:07 to go. It is 16-11 here in the first period. Allie Sidnor holding it out near the right side of the front court. Gets it down on the baseline. Kerrigan Bailey looking to drive back out to the top. Jada Campbell corner three.
Bang.
Got it. How about Jada Campbell? 8-19 to 11. Cats take the lead. 1:45 to go first period. A lot of scoring in this first period of action. Both teams looking to push. Cats are really scoring from behind the arc. Three-pointer on the way from Lee. Missed off the front. Cats come down with the board as Owens drags it down. Amaya Lee looking to push. Jada goes underneath. Wide open to Kerrigan Bailey, who gets fouled. She'll go to the line. Good find underneath by Jada. She could have taken the shot. She decided to go inside, and Bailey will go to the free throw line.
That's on Destiny Wilson. They have 3 on their 3 starting seniors.
Lauren DeLeon getting set to check in for the Cats. She'll check in for Allie Sidnor, I believe, as Bailey will go to the free throw line. She was a 50% free throw shooter a year ago. First one up and in. Kerrigan wants to keep playing, man. Senior for the Cats as Allie Sidnor checks out. In comes DeLeon. 20-11, Cats lead it here in the first period with 1:26 to go. So Bailey lines up her second free throw. Up and in, hit off the back.
You got to hit the free ones, Dylan. You got to hit the free ones.
10-point Bearcat lead as the Cavaliers are having to face this press. Barely got it inbound in time as Stone will push down the court. Stone loses it. Turnover. Campbell comes away with the steal. Maya Lee dribbles it up past half court. A big turnover there for the Cats. Crossover. Maya Lee with the floater.
Yeah.
Got it. Just totally.
And I told you, Dylan, look at that. Another quick timeout there by Chatham. It's really opened up the dynamic. She knows what's happened. A 4-point swing that didn't go their way. They scored 1 point in the last 2.5 minutes.
23-11, Bearcats with the lead as they are running wild right now in this first period. 1:10 on the clock in the first. It feels like we've already played a whole half. As much action we've seen.
Ooh, Dylan, I am up and at it. This team's playing a great ball game right now.
Got to keep going. Keep the pressure up defensively. As, again, the timeout brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. What a first quarter. 23 points for the Cats, and we still got 1:11 to go. Again, the cheerleader's right behind us, so we're talking a little louder, maybe, than we need to be for the radio.
I can't even hear you, Dylan.
Yeah, we can barely hear each other, so we're sorry if we're kind of yelling. But, hey, if you're not jacked up at this point, state quarterfinals for the Cats, you're not a true Bearcat, are you? Cats are going to press coming off of this timeout. Get it to Talara Stone. They break the press this time. Destiny Wilson going inside to Price. They let her go, and they foul her. She made the shot. The foul, I believe, will go on Kerrigan Bailey. So if there is an issue early, it is Kerrigan Bailey with 2 fouls. They will check in. It looks like
we're going to have Lockhart check in.
Madison Campbell will check in. They set Lockhart, and they're going to go Madison Campbell checking in for Kerrigan Bailey. As Bree Price will try to finish the 3-point play and cut it back to a 9-point game if she can make. Price with 4 dribbles there. She holds the ball. Now the shot up and in. 23-14, 1:01 to go first period. The Cats in control as Amaya Lee brings it up the floor. She'll pull up. Ball got batted loose, but Lee takes control of it, regains it. As she gets it back out, gets double teamed. 3-pointer on the way. Taylor Owens.
Bang!
Got it. 26-14. Cats
Golly,
leading.
you think there's a thunderstorm with all the rain coming down in this gym right now.
41 seconds to go. Cats leading by 12. Drive to the basket. Layup rattles out. Campbell comes down with the board. That's Madison Campbell. As Amaya Lee brings it up past half court, guarded by Charity Wilson, the freshman. Jada Campbell pulls up left wing after receiving the pass. Campbell darts it back out to Owens. Owens looking to drive. Goes outside. Campbell wide open. 3-pointer. Why not? Misses. The board gets off of the front and goes out to Wilson, and the Cavaliers will control with 14 to go, and they'll likely have the last possession. Dig deep here if you're the Cats. 8 seconds on the clock. Kamari Lee had it. They got it inside to Price. She banks it in. And it's 26-16 with 1 second. Amaya Lee got the shot off, missed low underneath the basket. Cats lead by 10 at the end of one period. What a period it was. Cats up by double digits.
And right now, one thing you can talk about is this Chatham team's a team who's allowed 40 points a game, and right now the Cats are on pace for 100.
We don't want to jinx anything, so I'm going to knock on wood, but the Cats might be the best first period we've seen out of them this year.
That ain't jinxing it. That's happened. That's said and done. We're in the books. We're ready to go to quarter number 2.
Let's keep it up, right? Coach Timmons has got to be happy with the way this first period has went. They've really rushed Chatham. But we've seen Bree Price. She's really been what we thought she'd be. Pretty solid inside player.
Yeah, and I don't really know what we can do to defend her right now. I mean, losing Carrington with that second foul really hurt us. But I think we're doing a great job forcing her outside of the paint area, making her shoot the seven-foot jumper as opposed to laying it up and in.
So, again, the first quarter comes to an end with the Lady Bearcats ahead 26-16 as we put 8 minutes back on the board for this second period from Averett University.
And your leading scorers for that quarter, you had Jada Campbell with 11, 3 threes and a 2-pointer, and Taylor Owens 3 for 3 with 3-pointers.
So Cats on the floor for them in the opening of this second period as Amaya Lee gets it out. It'll be Lee, Sidnor, Taylor Owens, Jada Campbell, and Lauren DeLeon. Nearly a turnover saved by Amaya Lee. Ball got tipped out there. Now Jada Campbell up at the top, back out to the right wing to Sidnor, looking to drive. Middle of the paint, goes up with the right hand, bounces off the front, miss. DeLeon nearly came up with the board. Ball's loose on the floor. They'll bat it out to Bree Price.
And Allen needs to see that lid come off the bucket. It'll do her wonders right now.
Jada stops a fast break attempt there from Tamari Lee as they'll look inside to Price, who's out at the free throw line looking to drive. She goes outside beyond the arc to Tamara Lee.
And a great job there to double team Bree Price to force the issue.
Tamari Lee, a three-pointer, misses off the front, batted back out. Sidnor comes down with the board, saving it from going out of bounds. On the fast break, the Cats. Sidnor inside, ball got batted and a turnover. Talara Stone steals it, fighting in out of a double team now as they look to push. Destiny Wilson up with the right hand, miss. The board goes to the Cavs, and that's an easy 2 on the putback, 26-18, back to an 8-point deficit. Taylor Owens in the right wing looking outside. They're defending Amaya Lee now. She looks to drive into the paint. Another floater, miss, actually hit off the rim and went in.
Touched every part of it.
Hit off the left, bounced off the right rim, and then hit off the left again as it was on its way.
Dylan, she's just kissing it to show it some love.
28-18, Cats with the lead. 6:31 to go here in the second period. This is Wilson with it. Now they give it back out to Price inside, and a turnover. Amaya Lee comes away with a steal. She's averaging 6 of those a game as the Cats look to drive. Jada Campbell with a jumper from the free throw line. Got it. Inside the arc that time. 30-18 Cats lead. Largest lead of the day for them. 6:06 to go until half. Cavaliers looking for something offensively here. Tamari Lee up at the top. Gets it out to the corner to the freshman Wilson. Lee, a long three-pointer from the right wing, missed off the back. Price comes down with the board, puts up a floater, and it rattles home. A high bounce off the back of the rim. All the offense coming from Price in this first half for the Cavaliers. Cats lead by 10, 30-20. Allie Sidnor has it at the top. Now back out corner. Jada Campbell puts up another three.
Bang.
Got it. Just a three-point barrage for the Cats in this first half of action.
You know, Bree Price is their offense. I mean, they have 20 points, and she's got 13 of them.
33-20. Tamara Lee has it, getting double team, nearly turned it over out of the double team as they'll dribble it back around. Destiny Wilson to Bree Price inside, a floater, got it off the backboard. Price keeping them in the game at this point, just hard for the Cats to guard as they look to push. Jada Campbell in transition, missed on the shot attempt, and a foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Foul goes on 10. That's Talara Stone. I believe that is her second. I'm not sure, though. We'll see. Madison Lockhart over here in front, getting set to see the floor for the first time this afternoon. Campbell first free throw in. Lockhart will check in for DeLeon. DeLeon gets a breather. 34-22. 5:03 on the clock. Campbell lining up her second free throw. Up and misses off the front. Offensive board goes to Lockhart, who just checked in. Strong with the ball. Gets it out to Campbell. And they turn it over. The Cats do after that. Ball nearly goes out of bounds. Saved by Price as she looks to drive against Lee, who pokes it loose.
Lee picks her off.
Cats lurking in transition. Lee trying to get it up the floor. Misses with the right hand. Cats get it back. Owens with the offensive board. Gets batted loose. And a jump ball called for. There's 2 players on the floor. That'll send it back to the Cavaliers. Tough miss there by Amaya, right underneath. Would have made it a 14-point lead for the Cats. But as of now, it's 12 for the Lady Cats with 4:40 to go.